Hi, this is Functional Family Fridays with Reiki Rita Roberts. Today's topic is we're going to talk about how the belief that it's okay to abuse family members but not accept abuse from other people. There's an unspoken rule that gets somehow subconsciously downloaded generation after generation that dictates to us that we are to remain loyal, discreet, and forever dedicated to our biological families no matter what the price, okay? And sometimes that price is physical, mental, emotional abuse. You know, where did we learn that it's okay to be abused by family members, but not from society or people out there? We're so we're masking ourselves and so afraid of catching COVID. But what happens when you're living with the enemy? What happens if you're living with parents that are highly toxic? The people that are supposed to love you the most are the ones hurting you the most. So I'm reactive today from a Facebook post that I just responded to from a Facebook friend whose father, said something, and I won't put it out there, but something very emotionally cruel to her. And, what surprises me the most, okay, is not the fact that we've learned to sweep it under the rug and be okay with it, because there are family members, but other people were in the group were also telling her, making excuses about how she should just accept it. Oh, well, it's just his age. Oh, well, he didn't mean it. Oh, well, you should just forgive him. We got it all wrong, people. All right? We have to start treating people as though they're people. And what comes out of their mouth, their actions, their words have consequences, regardless of whether they're family or not. All right? When you think you deserve better, then you'll start to realize that this is the truth. I grew up, if you met my family, they seemed like very normal, polite, typical European people. But some of the words that I was told, like, you're a dirty rat, you're good for nothing, you're stupid. When you constantly hear this sort of emotional abuse, don't think for a second that you're walking away and you could just dismiss it and it has no detrimental effects on you, because you're absolutely wrong, okay? The voice that you're listening to is a result of years of damage, of people, my family, telling me to shut up, stop talking. What you have to say is not important. Well, guess what? The body reacts, okay? It holds, and I could tell you as an energy healer that toxicity has to land somewhere. So it's either going to show up as a disease, you're either going to start turning inwardly and abusing yourself, overeating, whatever the case is, all right? It's going to show up and land somewhere, because that negative energy needs somewhere to go, because we've been taught for so many years to just suppress it, push it down, just forgive the person, don't make them accountable. Wrong, right? So I'm not a scientist, obviously, but there's a doctor, I can't remember his name, but he's a Japanese doctor. If you Google online, the effects of toxic words on water, okay? And there's a movie called What the Bleep Do We Know? That explains it really well. So every cell, okay, your whole body is like 80-90% water. So what happens in that show or that scientific experiment is that the cells react. They put distilled water in each bottle and they put words like, I hate you, you're good for nothing, you're stupid, I want to kill you. And then they put distilled bottles with positive, loving words. I love you, you're beautiful, you're important to me. All these sort of words. And they put the water droplets under the microscope, and you could see the crystallization effects from the positive vibrational words, from the negative vibrational words. And the negative vibrational words looked like cancer cells. They were all deformed, they were black, and they were horrible. Meanwhile, the positive, loving water cells were like beautiful snowflakes, okay? So don't tell me that your body is not being affected by this. We need to stop making excuses for families' bad behavior. This needs to stop now. And the only way that you're going to make it stop is when you, yourself, my love, see value in yourself, okay? As soon as you see yourself worthy of love and respect, then you will command it. That's when you will command it. But if you're living due to COVID or, these false, ridiculous beliefs that we're supposed to allow miserable, negative, abusive people to continue to harm us, is ridiculous and just getting fired up. You need to set healthy emotional boundaries, okay, for yourself. If you can't, for whatever, leave the house, limit the amount of time you're around this person or the negative effects of this person. Do that. Find a way. If you can disengage when they start to talk negatively about you, then you need to remove yourself, okay? Then you have to do some healing work. So if this is you and you're living in a toxic family with abusive, whether it's emotionally, physically, mentally abusive parents or siblings or family members, then you need to reach out and get some help, right? So I know what I speak of because I've walked away from a whole family. Okay, try that one. Not just one abuser, 2 parents and negatively triggered toxic sisters. Okay, so I know what I speak of. There was a lot of healing that needed to happen, but guess what? Now I live in a place of peace. Now I have healthier family relationships, and I have done the healing and forgiveness work so that when I think of them, I've forgiven them. I don't feel triggered by anger anymore, and I wish them well. But I've given myself permission to know that I don't have to tolerate that, nor do you, nor does anybody. This is why I'm doing the work that I'm doing, because nobody is giving us permission, right, to walk away or disengage from toxic family members. Why do you think the society has gone the way it has? Because people are allowing it. We're just turning away from it, sticking our head in the sand, pretending it's not there and it'll just go away or fix itself. It won't just fix itself. Do you know that domestic abuse is on the rise because we're all locked in our houses from COVID? Do you know that suicide is on the increase? Okay, we have to stop ignoring this. It's real. It's real, and it's happening every fucking day of the year, and nobody's doing anything about it. If I told you that 90% of your body was dysfunctional. Wouldn't you do something about it? Absolutely. But when I state, and we know that every family has some form of dysfunction, and 90% of all families are dysfunctional, here's what we do. Oh well, that's no longer acceptable, okay? If we're to heal this planet, sure, put your mask on, protect yourself from COVID, but we got bigger problems with humanity, the state of humanity. Look what's going on in the world. Hate crimes, prejudice, abuse, suicide. That's a way bigger problem, in my opinion. Okay? And that's going to determine the type of society that we create and have, and how our children and our grandchildren are going to grow up. This is what's going to predict it. What's happening in the homes. That's the root of it. Okay? So, I apologize for the rant, but I had to speak up. In fact, I had a whole other topic ready for today, which I'll do next week. However, something needs to be said. And if you're that person listening to this video, perchance, feel free to come to a safe haven that I've created, a free Facebook group that we could talk about our stressful family relationships, and not just talk about it, but solutions on how to heal yourself, how to even perhaps fix the relationships, and if they're not fixable, how to set healthy emotional boundaries for yourself. Okay, so I hope you found this video useful and got you fired up and perhaps open your eyes. And if you know other people that are suffering with domestic abuse, emotional abuse, mental abuse, and are just, hurting themselves, please share this video. Get the word out there, because I don't know how else to reach you. But there is a Facebook group started today. It's called Stressful Family Relationships. Please join me there, okay? Follow me on Pinterest and Instagram, and you'll get some tips and tools. And if you are that parent that is emotionally abusive but doesn't want to be, but you mean well and you want to heal, I've got a program that's coming for you as well. It's called The Happy Parent, how to heal your emotions to be a better parent, a more loving parent, okay? A conscious parent. So from my heart to yours, stay in the light of truth and love. Protect yourself from negativity. Envision white light around you. And from my heart to yours, stay well and stay safe. God bless. Be well.